Hello everybody and welcome back to Thornton Farm. First of all, I just want to apologise for not doing a video yesterday. Ooh, that's weird. Basically, I've had a few days off. You might not have noticed really because I've had a video out pretty much every day. I have been on holiday. I had like a backlog of videos, so that's why there's still been one every day. But yeah, it was kind of seamless. If I didn't say anything, you probably wouldn't be able to notice it, except for the lack of Let's Play videos yesterday. But I did still do a video, so you can't be too harsh on me. But anyway, we're back today, and for the rest of time, to do more Let's Playing on Thornton Farm and Naveswell Farm. So, yeah, lots to do before the release of FS17. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to it, I certainly am doing. So, yeah, we've got to cram in as many episodes as possible before that release. Starting with today, we've got the muck spreader on the back of here. I'm a terrible driver. If I look backwards, I totally lose track of where I am and I end up in a hedge. Yep, let's not even bother. But yeah, we've got a muck spreader. We need to do one more load. We're not going to be able to do the whole field because I want to get that field cultivated and seeded or planted as soon as possible, because it is going to be potatoes. And the potatoes do need to have quite a bit of work done to them. We need to do the irrigating, we need to do the fertilising, and well, obviously the muck spreading is part of the fertiliser process, but with soil mod, not quite so much, because there's two parts to it. Obviously there's the PK and there is the N, the potassium and phosphorus and the nitrogen. So yeah, we've got to do two separate parts here. It looks like we're going to probably finish off doing everything as artificial just because we don't have enough manure, but it doesn't really matter. Got a bit of tidying up to do as well. Combat tractor needs to be used because I don't use it enough. Yep, I had a lot of comments regarding that. In fact, I had a lot of comments regarding the 698, which we're in at the moment, because I didn't really use it. I actually forgot about it, which doesn't seem very good, but I did do. So that's why I'm using it today, for the first bit of the video at least. Now I'm going to turn the engine off because it is quite loud when you're outside the cab. I'm not sure why. It's louder on the outside of the cabin than when you're inside. Okay, that's weird. My steering wheel seems to be controlling my moving outside of the cab. I can actually walk with my steering wheel. That's weird. I've had it do that before and I did change it. Yes, my controls are pretty much all messed up. I just want to start fresh with FS17 because I know that everything's going to be clean. The log will be clean and everything. I can remove all the mods and then just put the ones I want back in again, but I still worry it's going to mess things up. But yeah, hopefully this works. We might have to change the course play setting. Oh no, it seems to be okay. So just the one load first of all, and then yeah, we need to get the cultivator. There is another thing I do need to do. We've got the Massey Ferguson tractor over there, and it does need to be emptied because we've got a trailer on the back with, I think it's, what would it be? Rye? I think it's got rye in it. Come on, Daggerwin. You can get it in there. Get it in. Oh, breaking the thing now. Yeah, a bit rusty. Haven't been playing this game for about a week, so yeah, getting used to it again. And I need to get used to my mouse as well. Oh, is that everything? That is everything. That's pretty bad. I thought there'd be at least enough for a full load, but yeah, oh well. Doesn't matter too much. Well, maybe I can do this one without damaging the spreader too much. Or not. We'll try this, we'll open it up this time. Should make it easier, hopefully. I'm going to have to re-add the manure, which didn't go in though, because I actually tipped it on the ground, amazingly. I'm surprised. Is that filling up? Oh, it is. Yes, I think I was just way off before. So, yeah, what is the grab capacity? I'm not too sure. But we are going to add it back in because it's kind of messed up. 3,500 litres. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so to prove that I'm not cheating in any way, you can see here that I've added exactly 3,500 litres back in via the XML file. Yeah, I don't really know the reason why it tips on the floor. I suppose it's just because it didn't have the cover open. But there we go. Full grab load. As long as this goes in as well. I don't want to be closing the game down for the second time. Come on, please go in. Need to make sure I'm close enough as well. Yes, there we go. So this just needs to be spread on field number 36, which is going to be one of our potato fields, possibly the only one actually. I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, if I do too many it might get a bit boring, because it does take a very long time to harvest, amazingly. So yeah, I think probably just the one potato field for this map. Obviously in real life you do loads, but yeah, we're just trying to do a bit of everything. Right, so we'll close the cover and remove that. And when we come back, we'll move the other Massey Ferguson tractor. We probably should sell, actually. We should sell the trailer load because it doesn't really need to be there. That obviously needs to be moved because that looks ridiculous. But yeah, now 698, let's go. Always up for a drive in this tractor. It's quite a long way, really. Oh, I've still got to clear the combine up too. Yeah, basically what happened, because I was going away on holiday, I tried to just blitz as many videos as I could. Obviously trying to keep the quality there as well. But yeah, I didn't really have time to clear up afterwards. So it's something we need to do. I might do it off screen. It doesn't really seem worth doing this for just 45%. But yeah, I think it does. It's going to help, obviously. So there's no point just leaving it in the shed. Let's just get it spread. And then we'll be able to get the cultivator on the go. And then finally the potato planter. And then if not tomorrow, it'll be next week, that we get the irrigator. I've done the irrigator a few times before. I did it quite a lot on Melbury Estate and Sandy Bay. And it's not something you want to watch a great deal of, because if you do it for too long, it can start to be like watching paint dry. But if you do it in moderation, it's pretty good. And certainly very realistic, which is the main point to it. So all we'll do is we'll get it set up, we'll get it squirting the water, and then we'll just leave it. We'll leave it to finish the field. It pretty much does it on its own, actually. It's very good. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty easy thing to do for us. I like easy. Easy is always good. Here we are. We've got a few weeds. That's not the end of the world, because we're going to be cultivating this anyway. They will regrow. But when I've put the herbicide on, they obviously won't do. So yeah, we just need to get that herbicide on here, the fertiliser on here, and it'll be pretty much okay to be left. Now regarding the soil mod on Thornton Farm, I know we're just sort of jumping maps here for a second. I think I probably will disable it. I don't think I'm going to do that Let's Play with soil mod. Just because what I tend to do is one map with soil mod and one map without. So yeah, obviously Thornton Extended is the map without. A few of you might not like my decision with that, but we're going to keep it on Thornton Farm. And you can have a bit too much of it, I think, because there's a lot of spraying involved. It's pretty full on. So yeah, like I say, in moderation, it will be pretty good. Okay, so this is already only 20% full. We've already spread quite a bit. It's so fast at unloading. If we can get to the top here, that would be good. Might be able to go around the corner a bit too. But yeah, everything else will be artificial fertiliser. There we go, yes. It was worth it, I suppose, but it wasn't amazing. I think every field around here has a lot of weeds in, actually. And of course there are the withered fields as well. We did, I believe, cultivate field 28. So maybe that could be a potato field. Let me know. What should we plant in field number 28? You can just about see it on the minimap. It's like a... Ooh, where am I going? It's kind of like a square, triangle kind of shape, I suppose. So potatoes would work in there, but I suppose any crop would. I love the detailing of the Marshall pack. You see the bearing housing and everything on the back here. You don't always think to look at things in close detail, but when you do, you really do notice how well made it is. And no, I'm not drunk. I've just got my steering wheel sensitivity way too low. But on the plus side, I have now changed the setting for notes mod. I'm sure all of you will be relieved to hear that, because before every single thing I press which used the R key, it would bring up that note mod. The note mod is a very good mod, but yes, it kind of got frustrating when it appeared every single time I tried to open the tractor door. So I've remapped it now so we can use it with a different key, because it's still a good mod. I'm going to be using it. Just not the R key. No, never the R key. Right, okay. We're going to reverse this into here, and we'll keep it on the tractor. In fact, I think this is going to be the only job this tractor does. We've got enough tractors to allow this one just to do one job. There we go. Yeah, weirdly, my computer has decided to change the key binding for the start the engine button as well. That's weird. But yes, let's just reverse this back a little bit. We're in the mud. We should do it. Drop it off. Yeah, seriously muddy here. Wow. I slammed the brakes on and it carried on going. Just slid in the mud. Really slippery. So, yep, I've got another bit of a problem. You will have obviously known recently I changed my videos to Full HD, 60 frames per second. And because it was so highly demanded, I didn't really think that there were other people with internet like mine. It was kind of a stupid thing to think, because I know that I'm not the worst. Although, interestingly, before I got my satellite internet, the broadband I have is, well, basically 3% of the UK has worse internet. 3%. So 97% of the UK has faster internet than me. That is a depressing thing to think of. Come on, come on. You terrible driver. Yeah, so if you are in that 3%, I don't know where you'd be exactly, possibly in a cave. I feel sorry, I really do, because I mean my broadband is terrible. But yeah, thankfully, although it's very expensive, I've now got the satellite internet. So Full HD videos coming your way. For those of you who can't play your videos in 60 frames per second, it's an issue. And without uploading the same video twice, one in 30 frames per second and one in 60, I'm afraid I don't really know what to do for the best there. It's a bit of a tricky situation. I don't really know how much of my audience does have that issue. I'm hoping it's the minority. But yeah, I apologise for those of you who can't watch. I suppose you could still watch in 480p. I know it's not Full HD, but if you're desperate to watch, then that would work. It's not a very good answer to the question, though. Anyway, yes. Let me know what you think to all of that, and I'll hopefully try and think of a solution to the 60 frames per second issue for those of you on a low speed broadband. But yeah, I'll have a think about it. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'm actually shattered at the moment. Yeah, I only got back today, so pretty tired. Yeah, that's what it is with holidays. You tend to be more tired when you get back than when you go. Well, I found that anyway, but there is always time to do more videos. There's always time for Farming Simulator. Yes, right, back to the yard. We need to drop this off. We'll take the trailer off, possibly. And then finally we need to get the New Holland tractor. We'll drop the trailer off of that, and then we'll put the cultivator on. I'm hoping we've still got a little while left with it, because I have had to skip the night time. Obviously we've lost some rent time there, but it shouldn't be too much, so we should still be able to use it for maybe half an hour or so, cultivating in field number 36. The manure we have spread on there obviously is going to be churned in. It's going to be doing a lot of good for the soil. The areas which haven't been done can be sprayed. Now we do have a lorry booked in to come and collect the rye which we harvested last week. I'm not too sure when it's going to come, but when it does arrive we're going to have to load it up with the JCB. That'll be taking, I think, 44 tonnes would it be of grain away? Not too sure exactly, but yeah, it's ready to sell. So when the lorry turns up, we'll load it up and get a bit more money. This tractor is going to be reversed into here, and we'll just leave it for today, I think. So there we go. It shouldn't be blocking the way too much. Right, here's the moment of truth. I couldn't open and close the doors before, well, moving, because of the note mod. Here we go. Ah! It's that note mod again. I can't believe it. I've actually remapped that. I can't believe it. I made an effort to do it, and it's back. Oh, my computer has totally messed up. It's reset and changed every control just between me going on holiday and getting back from on holiday. That is so weird. I reckon there's some gremlins inside it, changing stuff just to annoy me. That is... Forget it. You know, forget it. I'll do it after the video. I can't believe it. That is just ridiculous. And I went to the effort as well. I even double checked. I changed the setting. I went back in the game. And I went, phew, finally. We've changed the setting for the note mod. And it's back. Again. Like I say, the mod is great. The button for it isn't. So, yes. That is why I get annoyed. But oh well. We can't get too excited. We need to get the cultivator. Do I have a cultivator? I've got a plough. I always lose track of what I've got. Oh, that's interesting. Look, the sugar beet is growing. Growing nicely in there. Oh, stop moving. I need to change every setting again. I can't believe it. That is so frustrating. Yeah, we should have a cultivator around here somewhere. So, yeah, we've just got on a bit of a hunt. We're going on a cultivator hunt. In here? Nope. Nope. Bales? Where did I put it? Right, so you might remember from last week, I didn't, I forgot, but I accidentally sold the thing, so I had to rebuy it last week. But yes, it's in the reset field just here. So what we'll do is we'll take it up there. There should be an exit to the field just here next to the pressure washer. There we go, it's not half as steep as going up there. And yes, just a nice leisurely drive back to field 36. We'll get it cultivated. This is going to be like a min-till kind of thing where you tickle the surface. Well, obviously more than tickle, but yeah, break it up. And then tomorrow we'll get the potato planter. I can't remember if we have one. We might have to rent it. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Then next week, irrigating and stuff, fertilising, that kind of thing. Ready for a harvest pretty soon. Got the sugar beet harvest to do as well. I'm starting to get quite a lot of questions asking me when I'm going to finish Thornton Farm. I don't want to finish it, but the number I have in my head is 50 episodes. So most likely 50 episodes, unless of course we can't make it to 50 before the release of FS17. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I tend to go on a kind of until we get bored basis. That's the best thing to do. But for great big maps like this, yeah, 50 is the optimum length, I think. So here we are. Yes, the gateway is somewhere in the undergrowth. There it is. Yeah, tiny field, really. We do still have the placeable heat mod. It shouldn't make any difference. There we go. Yeah. I always forget this thing loves to slide, and you should always stop when unfolding and folding. Because I suppose, like anything in real life, it's going to react badly, and in real life it would probably do some major damage to it. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just go for it. Get it cultivated in. It needs to be done. But yeah, pretty small field. This is the perfect size machine for it, really. What is it? I always get mixed up. It's the Carrier 820. Yeah, whenever I think of Vario, for some reason I just think top down. That's the only thing I think of. Well, a lot of the farms around me have top down, so I suppose that's why. But yeah, Carrier seems to be pretty good. So yeah, we've still got the New Holland tractor for just less than 4 hours, which is pretty good. Really, the amount of time we've had this tractor for in real time, when you compare the price of it, has been fantastic. I don't know what we paid for it exactly, but it was definitely worth it. So things are going pretty well. Yeah, not really an awful lot I can say during this, but yeah, it's cultivating well. And it's going to produce a very good seed bed for the potatoes. Obviously some of it is fertilised, some of it isn't. It's not really clear though. You can't see where I've cultivated where the manure is. I hope it did register, because sometimes Farming Simulator gets a little bit weird and you have to do things in the correct order. Obviously in real life, if you were just to spread the manure the way we've done it, it would work. But Farming Simulator, this could be overwriting it. I don't know. But hopefully it isn't. But we will be spraying it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just got to go back down and up again, and we should be done. Love this tractor though. Half tempted to try and buy it. Obviously we can't afford it, but we've got a lot of grain to sell. T7 270. Yeah, that is quite an expensive machine. It's a shame we haven't had more money on this series. It's just my impetuous buys which have wrecked everything, as usual. I go and buy stuff which I just fancy, and then turns out we don't have any money for anything else. Very bad habit. When FS17 comes along, I better be more professional. But that is pretty much it. Yep, that's all good. So tomorrow, we're going to be... well, we might spray it, I don't know. Yeah, I've had a few comments in the past saying you don't spray after you've cultivated, but amazingly, I know a farm which does in real life. They cultivate and then they spray. Weed prevention, I think. So I could do that. I could do. But the order doesn't really matter, I don't think. But yeah, Thornton Farm seems to run pretty smooth. Not 60 frames per second, but yeah, it's still pretty good. Way better than what I used to get. I used to record at 24 frames per second, and I never get anything less than 30 these days. So, big improvement. Anyway, that is actually it from me today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I will try and regenerate my energy for the next video. I'm a bit tired doing this one, but yeah, there's plenty more to do. So yeah, there's many more episodes yet to come on Thornton Farm. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.